Hi, Dav here, and today we have a new episode in the art review series, and today we'll be checking out the work of Geet as Dog here on X or Twitter, or let me just try translating this. A kind dog in Chinese. So, warning, there is kind of a Yuri sort of vibe here. So if you're not into that, be warned. But I believe I found this artist via this space. So it's actually their most recent post, but yeah, even though I'm not into line work as much, there are some artists out there who do line art in such a way that it just seems so inviting or like easy to follow through. Like it's not so aggressive. Like it's like it just leads you into the artwork more. And I think it's because maybe it's the number one, you see a lot of like flowy lines, so it's not all angular. So maybe that's a reason why, but also it's dynamic in terms of the thickness. It's not all the same thickness, so it can go from very thick to very thin. So it's a little more easy to like read in a way because it's not too like in your face. Like because whenever things like go back and forth, like you can sort of follow like a rhythm. But if it's all the same thing, it's like there's no flow there. It's just like one thing to look at. So maybe it's that as well, who knows. But in regards to their coloring, I don't see a lot of textures. It's mostly like hard brushes with some soft edges. I'm guessing they're using some gradient tools or some soft brushes, maybe a blending tool here and there, but it's mostly very like opaque. And for this specific sketch or artwork, the ink work is not always there. Like sometimes it disappears into or becomes color. And when you zoom in, it kind of reminds me of another artist named. We've discussed a lot of artists to do this kind of style or have similar styles, but the big one would have to be maybe Yoneyama Mai. Yoneyama Mai, right? They're very into the ink work being a part of their finished like illustration style or look. So they have a belt around their neck, very interesting, and a piercing in their tongue, kind of like a dog. Woof, woof, woof. Anyway, so this is like a contrast of, I think the aqua blue hair kind of reminds me of the Miku character. Oh, it's Riku. Oh, it wasn't Miku, it's Riku. So I was saying it wrong the whole time. It's Riku? Interesting. So I'm not sure if both of these are like, or the right one is fan art. I don't even know. But it's a contrast between, now this one's a lot more rendered. Ooh. So just kind of tied up. I'm guessing she was kidnapped and brought somewhere. I'm guessing it looks like she's in the back of a car or something, or in the trunk of a car. But I like the shot. It's super like dynamic. And you will see this a lot with Yoneyama. I want to mention more artists, but she's the only one that I can really think of right now. But oh, look at this sort of lighting here, like in between the lights and the shadows. Usually it's kind of like orange, but in this case it has a very purple hue. Looks really cool, very nice. And look at how the ink work it's in again, and they don't mind blurring those ink lines too, which is interesting. Because that's the thing about blurring stuff. It feels like to me, it can feel like a waste. Like you paint something, you ink something, and then you blur it. But it's kind of a necessity for some illustrations, and it does work sometimes. It definitely works for this piece, so I do like it. But look at how even though there's ink lines, it doesn't feel like an inked artwork. like it has enough room for the colors, the shadows, the lighting to show through. So you have to kind of tell, if you're doing inks and you plan on coloring, you have to be a bit more aware with holding back a little. I mean, for this piece, they like, do you see any kind of hatching in terms of ink lines? Not really. And I think the reason is obviously they want, or they intend to color, right? Or to add values, colors, add some lighting. So yeah. Let's go back. So they have a couple of comics here, or sequential art, if you're interested. Okay. Yeah, even if these drawings are more simple, I like how you can still tell stories that way. Like, you don't always have to have the most intense artwork to be able to tell stories. And that's kind of the thing, or what I like about sequential art, like comics, manga. Even though you have shots where it's obviously a lot more rendered, a lot more like detailed, for most of the pages, it's not that detailed. Like, it actually helps you see more of the story. Because oftentimes when you have such detailed work, it can take away from the narrative sometimes, because you're so focused on like the intricacy of the strokes, the brush strokes, the ink strokes. So it kind of makes sense for certain shots in the story, but all throughout, I think it helps if you actually simplify it, and just stick to the essentials. So check this one out. Oh wow, kawaii. They look very fashion-esque, like the poses, very fashion coded. Oh, and they're kind of toned. They're not that skinny. They have some muscle tone, so they work out, probably. I like the cold sort of gold texture for the clothing they have, though minimal. Yeah. Even the way the ink work was done for like the mouth, the face, it's so gentle. Like how these two parts are kind of more indented, more deeper. And then you have like lighter strokes here, very thin in the middle, and then another one for the bottom part of the lip. Now the nose, I mean, look at this. It's like one dot for this nose here, one stroke here, and then a thinner, longer stroke here. Like, now obviously the nose is not as structured for this kind of style, but it works. I mean, for this part, it's just shadow, right? But it still feels correct. Yeah, pretty cool. Oh my, it's taking so long to, let me just click the post. Translate. What does RKGK mean? So it's Mayday. Very cool sketches. And I like seeing these stuff. It's not so like polished or colored, rendered, but like you can feel what's happening. And I think it's when you focus a little more on the story than say the finish of the artwork, I think it still works. Not always for all occasions, obviously, but in general, I think the story seems to show through more, and the sort of quick strokes, I think, helps with that. I think it helps with like it's less of a barrier between what's happening and what you're seeing, because the more strokes you see and the more finish there is, I think in a way it can be a hindrance. Well, not a hindrance, but it's more of a wall. Like, it takes longer a little bit for you to see the story in a way. And maybe that's why we tend to like sketches in general, because there's just less things to like read. Like, you have no choice but to immediately see the main essential things. Wow, look at the rendering of these folds. Really, really cool. Look at that. Oh. And again, the ink work is not invasive. It just fits. And it blends in with the painting. And the ink work is still like black. It's not always like colored to match like whatever is right beside it. So they still have like solid black inks. Not everywhere, but it's because it's a challenge. Like, how do you not allow the inks to overwhelm the painting, especially when you have this style where it's not just inks, where you do plan on coloring. We've seen some artists previously who do color the line, or who do color their line art to help tone down the intensity of the line art, but over the ink sort of lines. But in this case, they're pretty okay with just leaving the blacks in. And I'm guessing it's because it's not everywhere. It's like in some parts only. So that's what helps it blend. It's not everywhere. Eventually, some of the paint, for example, for this part of the maid outfit, you don't really see the line art, the black lines at all. But for the face, you see it a lot more, right? Pretty cool. Why can't I? Why does it take you so long to... Oh, is that a panther or a cat? Okay, I'm so frustrated with the, like, how long this... maybe the image is big, or maybe that's my cope. Oh. It's such a high quality image. Right? I mean, just look at this zoomed in. Like, even the lighting of these parts of the hair, like, it just adds more of the, even though you don't have, like, look at the environment, it's all white, but just by playing with the lights this way, you know, having like a balance of shadows and spotlights, like, you can get a sense of the environment sort of being implanted on this person. And it's just less boring, because imagine if all of this was like just green and you don't see any of these spotlights or shadows. It's not going to be as effective, I think. But yeah, again with the purple in between kind of lighting, lots of soft edges too. And look at this, it's kind of blurred. Look at the blur. Interesting. It looks kind of photographic that way, right? I mean, look at the ink work. It's so minimalistic, fluid. Yeah. It's sad because I can't really think of artists right now, but I do know I reviewed a couple of artists who draw this way. Wait, did I open this image? Oh, wait, we have this. Let's go for this guy. Oh, they're sweating. They're removing their necktie. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I think she's sitting on someone. On you. Oh, and yeah, look at the brushstrokes. Do you see any textures? No. So you don't really have an excuse, do you? It's so nice. Like, it feels so simple, but it doesn't. It's probably hard to do. Because there are some artworks or pieces out there. They look kind of easy, only because you don't see a lot of like flashy effects, or you don't see a lot of textures, but doing it is the hard part. Well, maybe not for the artist, but for you, it's gonna be a challenge. Oh no, what's going on here? Like this person over here, the green-haired chick, I think she kind of reminds me of that person from Gundam, the recent Gundam anime, the G-Cook something. And even this blue-haired person, or Yeah, check. She reminds me because there's a character there who also has blue hair, right? Or black, blue. No idea. My brain is like dead. You can tell she's also blushing. So come on, baka. I like the gloves. I like how anime artists draw gloves. It's so like aesthetic. I mean, the hands are already pretty good, but when they draw gloves, there's like an extra amount of like fanciness that comes with it, which is so cool to see. Yeah. Oh, she's sweating. She's sweating hard. Like you can feel her whispering something. Horny. Some blurs here. I'm guessing it's obvious they do that after they've done the whole thing. Right? Like it really brings you in, right, to this center. Like it feels so intimate. Like you're not supposed to be there, but you're privileged to see what's going on. Oh, let's look at these grayscale sketches. Why is it taking so long to load? Let's just click this guy. Dude, I'm gonna go. Okay, so what do I need to do? Okay, let's. Oh, damn, why is she so wet? It looks like she's in a pool. Like, I mean, look at the background. I see some like water reflection things happening. Reminds me of that scene of Lucy from Cyberpunk's Edge Runners when she was in the bathtub. A little bit, for some reason. Damn. I like it. Oh my god, why is it taking... okay. I did not see that coming, guys. Excuse me. Okay, I'm gonna get banned. I'm sorry. I have to be careful because again, it's just Yuri content, which is pretty cool. This one seems a little more safe. I mean, yeah, there's some touching things happening with. Yeah. Oh, it's so over. Yeah. You know what's so cool? A lot of like yaoi or Yuri art, basically guy on guy, girl on girl. On average, the artwork is insane, right? Like I think when you tackle these topics, something in you just comes out. So I think it's a necessary thing, you know. So hot. Okay, this one seems kind of safe, right? The ink work, it's so nonchalant, and the line work is not always like, it's not always touching. There's sort of there are some gaps in between. It almost feels like a sketch, but it doesn't feel so like rough. And the colors, the flats do help because you can easily see what those things are. Like you have one color for the hair, one color for the polo shirt or this long sleeve kind of thing, one color for the pants. So everything has its own like space. So I'm guessing she's touching her lips. Maybe she's kind of, should we have done something? Yeah. But the grayscale sketch looks really cool, to be honest. Like even from this video, the thumbnail. I don't understand why I wasn't able to see it. Obviously it says good girl. Okay, wait. Oh, Jesus. Okay, I have to be careful. Well, this one's not too bad. In public? No, it's so bad. I like it. Damn, they're so touchy. Okay, we got some like basic character shots here, so we'll keep it. Puffy. Snake gear. Interesting. I do like her outfit. Pretty cool. Can we open this and then... Oh, guys, I'm gonna blow up. I'm gonna blow the F up. Can we... why is it loading so long? Like, what's going on? Okay. Oh, wait. Okay, we're back. What the... Okay. So there's a delay, my bad. Let's go back here. Let's check this one out. So she's wearing some kind of robe or just a longer sort of dress thing. Or a coat. I like it. We got like a snake design over here. Wait, is it the year of the snake? Oh no. So this is more of like a character design shot. Same thing here. But you're seeing these two from above actually a little bit. Okay, look at the pose. It's like very fashion-esque. Maybe they use a lot of like fashion references in their work. Because there's sort of that fashion touch in their like style. Oh, they're crying. I'm guessing this is the younger version of this girl with the blue black hair. Oh, they're enjoying themselves. What's okay? So much content to see. Now, if you're interested, I do recommend you just head over to this artist's page and just explore and enjoy their work. So I'm guessing they're under the person's desk. Okay. Very suggestive, but it's kind of safe. Look at that. I mean, I do like it when the sleeves are rolled up like this. It just looks so cool. And that's an interesting looking tie. There's like a triangle thing, like a buckle looking object to like adjust the length of the tie. And it's like square at the bottom. Very interesting. Now, if you look at the line work, it's not all like black. Like it looks more like a pencil brush that's being used. But look at how clean that looks. Like it looks tight or fresh. Oh, some subsurface scattering. Look at the area between the light and shadow. There's like an orange part there. Pretty cool. Okay, they're hugging. So this is kind of normal. It's kind of, you know, basic, but cool. I like the hair. Yeah, their black and white drawings are pretty cool too. Kind of like this. Very manga-esque. Oh wow. Now looking at the inkwork, I don't see any kind of hatching. It's all just, well, maybe a little bit for this part, but they're like gray. But you don't really see some spacing. Like in between the lines, it's all very like squished together, so. Maybe this is how their painting or illustration start, in black and white. Classic move. If you're stressed, one day. What's going on here? I'm tempted. Is that cake? Because I do see some strawberries. Look at this, oh, vampire. Such a classic sort of the biting of the neck. Rawr. Meow. Grrr. And again, the blur effects, I think that it really does help. And even the way the hair is rendered, they're not doing so much with the ink work, which I do like. Even though it's not too tight, it's not exactly so detailed. Like there's a confidence in their ink work, which I do admire. The clavicles, classic. Gotta get some clavicles. Okay, I think I'll stop here. How about this one? This one seems like a tame image. How about this one? So I'm gonna end the review here because I think the rest is like a little more explicit. But look at this, super kawaii. So they're both stressed, tired. But even if it's all black and white or in grayscale, there's a bit of hatching in some parts, right? But it's not too much. Yeah, and if you look at the lines, they're not all the same width. There's some thickness variety there, which it makes things easier to read because you have like that hierarchy, right? It breaks down those lines into like a manageable set of visual cues. What? Because if they're all the same width, it's hard to look at where's like you're not guiding the audience where to look. But if you have some awareness with how you want to let your audience read your image, then you would consider changing the thickness. The thicker the line, the more emphasis you want for the area, right? But in this case, it's not just about the lines, because you will see some shading, some like negative space action, for example. For this part, like you don't even have to color it, because what she's wearing, like this other girl, the black-haired girl, it's helping this thing pop out more. Or maybe that's because that's just the color of the actual like shirt. Regardless, it's a good read, right? Like something is breaking up this silhouette, and it's this figure over here, right? Because if this was also like if you had the same amount of values here and you brought it here, like it's too much going on. So you can plan things out basically by playing with line width, the values in this case. And for example, if you look at let me just erase this, there's too many lines. If you look at the black fill-ins here, basically areas in black, you see less of it in this person as well. You only see it maybe here, in their, what do you call it? It's like a traditional strap thing to help keep your pants up or something. And you see it maybe in the pants here, but that's it. So it just helps to not clutter your image. And that helps with an easier read, right? So I'm gonna stop the art review here. So hopefully you enjoyed. I will link this page, by the way, in the description below. And lots of a lot of posts to enjoy here. So have fun, and yeah, I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.